Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit coolatman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFL shop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid-Man100X. Welcome to college football. How you guys doing? Let's jump right into it. We're going to be jumping into the Georgia offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at a formation called Gun Bunch Y Flex. The play we're going to be breaking down is Dagger. Now, all right. Nickel, random. Now Dagger is a little different because you got you got a 5 receiver set going out. So the way to run this play is a little bit different because I had to learn it myself because I don't really run 5 outs, but I never thought how deadly 5 outs can be in this game. But I'm getting more into running my spread offense and stuff like that. And I'm going to get more deeper into that in the future. So, what we understanding about Dagger is that it's a mid short, deep play because you got so many options out here. So it's not just one receiver being dominant. It's everybody being dominant. So now to run this play fully, if you're interested, make sure you go to my 5-to-1 theory to actually explain how to run that technique to utilize different plays. But if you're interested, you can join the membership. And my theory, my 5-to-1 theory, I always look for the shortest player for the easiest pass. Then I look for my mid player for my 5 or out pass. So I look for my line of scrimmage, which is below 1 and below 5 up there. So what I like to hit here in this situation is this square route, because this square route for this drag is a little bit different. Now, the reason why this is so nice because this drag goes into either like a deep drag or a deep post. Now, when he runs this drag, he goes a little bit further out or he goes a little bit further in, as I see for this route to be ran. But in some situations, what I like to do is just re-drag him, because when you re-drag him, I think he runs the route a little bit better. You know, that's just my instance and adjustments, because sometimes routes need to be re-dragged. And another thing I like about this play is that the running back comes out in there. So this is where it gets interesting. Now, the running back is at the 1. Sometimes when he blitz, this is a great play to cut up the field too as well. So this gives you a little bit more opportunity to attack that left side. Now, as that left side being attacked, this actually opens up, you know, the X route, the square route, and stuff like that. Now, this is where it gets tricky because you have people that utilize the linebacker. So in order to make these plays work is that we have to work on the left side. So the reason why I say you have to work on the left side is that you have to dominate to open up the X, because certain plays across the middle, people use her. So you have to identify who is open in the middle of the field, because sometimes when you run it, they actually go behind the route, under the route, stuff like that. So in instance, let's say for this simple pass that I made for a mess up pass. So now when you're identifying who do you see open the most, which would be him, right? So your dominant player is already square. So we already identified that. Your second is here. My 5-to-1 theory, make sure you go to membership. So 5-to-1 theory, this is your 1. Your 2 players is your 1. Your second, your 5 out, which gives you the 5 yards every time, is going to be here, which is your 3rd. What makes this play unique is that he has a under another post across coming in the middle of the field. So you dominating the middle of the field, the outside of the field, and everything else. Also, you got a streak taking those safeties down. So this is where your quarterback ability comes into play. So now that we identify our players, now we can actually identify them better. So now they're dropping in zone, right? It's actually opened up. I have not did any adjustments too as well. So now we dominating it. So now we see that square is pretty much going to be open literally every single time. When I see those linebackers back up, now they're playing a little bit more closer. They're dropping down in man. Now they're actually coming closer, right? So now we actually got them to switch defenses, as you see here. So now that they dropping back, this should open up, X a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This should open up X a little bit more. So now we're seeing that they're trying to drop back in linebacker, but they still giving me square in this zone. See how I'm saying? How you playing on the theory? See what I'm saying? So now you playing on the theory. Now it's just giving square just so much feel. And in this instance, people go for the deep routes, but me personally, the 5-in-1 theory technique that I create is all about checkdowns. You know what I'm saying? So even when they're guarding tough or deep, you have to identify who is open, who is not. See what I'm saying? So you have to identify. If you hit the same player over and over again, it's okay. But if you see him open like this and they send in that heat, perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you already got a heat check situation. So now they put me in a heat check situation and I'm already hitting square. That's my first read. I'm going from left to right. So I'm looking from left to right. I'm looking at, okay, this is my left side here. I'm looking from left to right. He's going across the middle of the field. Automatic. This is automatic all the time. But as you see here, I got a heat check. So my heat check is these two routes when they split. See how they split here? This is what I love about Dagger. They split the player here. So you see here, these just simple two routes, simple drag and simple, this drag post across the middle of the field. They split. As a quarterback, when you see this play from the eyes of you see them split. So you got two chances. You got either you can hit square because your heat check coming. He's coming right. He's right. Number 4 is pretty much there. From here, I'm already winding up. This is a sack here. Basically, you can call it what you want it. But after your heat check, bam, he already hit, right? But I made a decision. I'm like, okay, square I got, but if I can get him with a nice accurate throw, heat, bam, that perfect throw. Perfect across the middle of the field. Perfect. Easy, no problem. Heat check, no safety there. I look deep, no safety there. They're guarding him underneath. The drag is taking him across the middle of the field. I'm pretty much done deal. The running back made his choice where you want to go. And that's another thing about the running back. Pay attention to the play. The running back makes a split decision to either cut inside or drag across after the drag. This one makes the play even deadlier. So when you're taking those heat checks, right? And they dropping back in zone. You see there how they dropping back in zone. Now I know that you're in zone. So now we just practice off what we see. So now we identify the defense that they're running. We see where it's going. So now we just pretty much take advantage of where they're playing. So now we're taking advantage of it. We're taking advantage of it. We killing them with square. We're killing them. Now they're sending more heat checks now. So now I can probably get a deep pass if I can get that user. Probably so. Now they coming back down to it. They really testing it. So now I can actually get a nice little heavy catch there. Safety was there. Now they playing one man safety. I can probably get circle, but that window has to be there. Yep, it's there. So, and he dropped the catch. So when you throw into that window, here, I'm going to tell you another technique. So now that you identify the 5-in-1 theory, you got your 2, you got your 3, 4, you got your 3 to 4 best players to throw to. Now you can actually hit windows. As a quarterback view, you see circle right there. That safety has to make a decision. That slot, that linebacker, whoever this is, this slot linebacker, anybody, usually there's a linebacker there. He has to make a decision. Either I go for 11 or either I go inside and drop down at running back. He made a decision to check him. Number 4, he made that decision because he's like, all right, I'm coming down. But this gave me a wide open window right here as quarterback. Bam. You know what I'm saying? He could have caught that even though I used it. So could have caught that. But as you see here, the window was perfect right there. So that gives players fits as you see in the game. So when you're running Dagger, it is so much immersive to this play. Even just a simple motion out of here is deadly. Just a simple motion. No adjust. I showed you that one. No adjustments. The window's right there. The window's right there. Could have caught that too. So The window is pretty much open when you have it. And when you see that one safety up top, this just opens up so much stuff. So now this just gives you so much opportunity to make the plays a little bit more better. So that's how you run Dagger. So I hope you enjoyed this play. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.